Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank, as always. I hope you're doing very well. And today we've got a bit of a problem that we need to have a look into, really. And before... Oh, hang on, my phone's ringing here. What's going on? Hello? Oh, you're here already? Oh, okay. Alright, and I'll be over in just a minute. Hang on fire. Cancel that. Never mind. We're going to come back to that problem in a little bit. We're going to, first of all, my haulage contractor's arrived. We're cutting some straw today. We are taking it down. We've got a special permission at the moment just to go and stack some straw down at the new yards. That's all we've got at the moment there. So we're going to go and start by taking out some of the straw from the Dutch barn over the road. So let's jump into our gator. And we'll get that one done. First and foremost, the mighty pouch is over there already, ready to go. We just need to get this little wagon loaded up quickly. The problem we're having is that the wagon can't really get down the track very well. For a couple of reasons. Primarily though, just because the road's such a tight little entrance to get out of there. He's elected not to move, which is fair enough. And then, yes, we'll get this one loaded up first, and then we'll see how we're looking. But you can see it's a beautiful day. It really is. Oh, there he is. You can't miss him, can you? Question. Where am I going to get? Ooh, we can squeeze through that. There you go, Frank. Does it. Easy, does it. Perfect stuff. So yeah, we're going to come and load him up there. Probably with square bales to begin with, I reckon. We've got a bit of a mixture down here, so this is all going to get taken away to, like I said, to the new yards there. Everything's going through. That baler, or that trailer load of bales there is actually going to get sold. Not the trailer, just the bales to a farmer locally. They're going to probably come after some of those bales there, and we're going to try and sell all of those smaller straw bales as well, because it's good looking straw actually. This pile though is a bit of a mess, and this is what we're going to focus on first. Got that power's fired up there, and that's, oh lord, they just fell down. Look at that. That's less than ideal. And then there, we can just get this. We're going to try and get this all, as many of those taken care of, and then the round bales we'll take away next as well. And that way we can just start to get ahead of the game really, because we do need to get some fodder over there. We're going to be looking to try and get those whenever we can get moved over the challenge alley there. We're going to look to try and get the cattle inside as quickly as possible, because the weather's not going to stay as mild as it is for much longer there, I fear. So we'll have to be on the ball, but we can cross that bridge. It's taking a little bit longer. There's a few issues that we need to get figured out on this side, which are kind of putting a little roadblock on things, which is probably to be expected. Well, some of it's to be expected there, some of it's just general legal contractual paperwork, things like that. The rest of it though is something that we're going to discuss in a little while, which is rather unavoidable, and it's going to be challenging really. We just need to make sure there's a lot of work to do here before we can kind of close off the deal and get out of here, so we need to think about that. But we're going to kind of review some of that, and we're going to get on with some of that work today anyway. Let's just take this light off the top here. Love this pouch. It's such a powerful little loader for its size there. It's an awesome little thing. It is looking great. So this is going to come with us as well. I had the rough idea of maybe looking into changing this loader out, getting something new, but I just don't see the need in it right now. This thing's got plenty of hours left on the clock for me, and it's been an absolute servant really. Wouldn't make much sense to change it out at this stage. That's okay. What's up? I'm hoping to get the machinery loader back again soon, so I can actually get get everything loaded up there. That'd be pretty cool. Want to be able to get another load of equipment put onto there so we can get it out of here really, which shouldn't be too far away. But like I say, we'll just wait to see when my buddy brings that one back over, because then we can get some of the tillage equipment on there. I feel like start to get some of these sheds emptied out a bit, because there's a lot on here. I am confident that everything's going to go through with the sale wise. We've even got written permission that we can start to ship our equipment over there, so we're looking good there. And then we'll see. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully it won't take too much longer, but there's always a few little hidden issues and obstacles when you put into a sale such as this one, but we will very much cross that bridge as and when we get to them. Come on, there we go. Awesome. So I hope you're all doing very well there today. Do let me know down below what you're getting on with and how it's all going and what you're working on, etc, etc. Do like to kind of keep up to date with everybody there. We are, like I say, usually around about now I'd be busy drilling winter cereals in the ground, but obviously that's not a thing we're doing here, so it's a rather different time really. What it does mean though is that obviously we have we've got a few people who would normally buy straw from me, and a little bit of any spare hay that we'd have as well. We're not selling anything like that because we're not, next year we're going to have to buy some straw next year, because unless we can get some spring crops drilled pretty quickly, we're not going to have much of our own to go with next year. So we need to figure out what that's going to look like. Just give that a bit more push on that, that'll do. So yeah, we're trying to keep as much as we can, just to kind of protect ourselves there. But we are, yeah, we're looking into seeing what we can do. We are sending over a as soon as we are allowed to, we're sending over an agronomist to have a look at the and take some soil samples from our arable fields, see what state they're in, see what work they're going to need to be a little bit higher quality there, and see if we need to add anything into them, because we want to make sure that we can get a good spring barley crop out of that. And then yeah, a few other little bits and pieces to go on around the side as well there, and we want to make sure that we've got some good grass to work with to make some good silage for next year, even though we've got masses of silage floating around us at the moment. But yeah, we're going to just continue to get this all unloaded here. It shouldn't take us too much longer to keep cracking along, and then at that point we'll be back up to the yard to discuss this ongoing issue that's rearing its head here, and I really need to sort out before we can move. So we'll get this all loaded up and strapped down, and then we'll come back to you in a short while. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, that is away. Let's load number one at least, get him away, and he's gonna, I think he's got about an hour round trip. No, it'll be a bit more than that actually, about a 40-minute trip each way I think. But we on the other hand, we are going to go back up to the yard here, and yeah, let's have a look into what's causing me the most headaches and most concern at the moment. It is our cattle. Now, as many of you do know, we've still got about just under 400 head of cattle at the moment. And what that means is that, well, they are still, fortunately because the weather's been so good, they've been able to stay outside for the most part there, but they do still come in. They are still producing muck and slurry. Now, the muck I can get people to take away, that shouldn't be too bad. I've got a few farmers, arable farmers in the area who will happily take that and use that. That gate's left open. Crikey, that could have been bad. Just park that up there. Oh, you'll see, by the way, as well, we already got rid of some of the equipment that we were going to sell. That's already gone. So that makes things a little bit easier. But yes, our slurry lagoon is filling up rapidly, and it is sometimes becoming a little bit uncontrollable. There's about just under 5,000 liters, or 500,000 liters, sorry, of slurry in this here lagoon, which is an underground lagoon. So we need to get this emptied pretty quickly. Get that open. Gonna fire up the John Deere. So we were gonna get this done this morning, or started at least, but then we had to wait for a few things. But we're all hooked up, ready to go. So let's get this. Let's get that fired up there. Perfect. And you can see our tanker is filling up. So we're gonna try and get some of this spread. We're just throwing it onto any ground that we can right now. So we're gonna start with some of the stubble ground that we have around about. We just need to empty this out. Really, it is because this whole yard is gonna get flattened. We come with the arm there. When it does get flattened there, they're obviously going to have to dig out the slurry lagoon as well. Perfect. Which means that it has to be empty for them to do so. So we need to keep on top of this. We can't leave the yard until this has been emptied out properly. So it's kind of the extent of where we're at there with it. So there's a lot that needs to be done. And we're going to try and figure out how we can get through it all and where we can put it all. Because again, we don't have that much. I guess we have to just keep covering the grassland as well. There we go. But we're going to start on our arable land anyway. Get that all covered over here. We're using the bigger tanker of the two just to try and get the volume out there, really. So we'll have to wait and see how many loads we can get done today. But we are going to be going slowly and applying it very heavily indeed. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, so these are the kind of things that we've still got to do. As you can see, this field's in a bit of a mess because there's a bit of trash around the edges that could have been done with being worked over there and a bit in the middle, but there's no point in me touching it really, to be honest. So let's get ourselves here. Okay, we're gonna dial down that speed a little bit. Alright, like I say, nice and slowly. Crawl along here and we're just gonna plaster it on. Oh, there we go, that's better. Perfect. And then yeah, we can kind of hopefully get through this all. There's just me working on the farm at the moment as well, which means that pretty much my next few days are just going to be all slurry based really. We still have a land down at the new extension ground there, so we can still use that as well, but we just don't have any, we're not going to be keeping hold of it. We're going to terminate lease, and I'm not sure what's going to happen to that actually, but we'll have to, we'll leave it with them anyway, and they can figure that one all out in due time. But yeah, effectively, we are at a bit of a handicap here, so we can kind of only do what we can. To give you an example, if I did not do anything with this slurry, if I just kind of left it be and let the contractors, when they come to demolish the place, figure that one out, it would have left a colossal fine for me. So the environmental agency would have been down on me pretty quickly. Because yeah, when they start to break open that tank, it's gonna leak out everywhere and leak into the water table, and that is not good for anybody there. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I've got to act on it and act on it now, and then hopefully we can get everything covered out. As for the mucker, yeah, like I say, I'm going to try and get some local farmers in just to come and cart that one away. If they want it that badly, they can come and cart it away from me. Okay, just take a nice gentle turn around here. We might even overlap it a little bit, just go about half and half, just so we can get a double coating down there. I think that'll be a good idea. Because yeah, whilst it's nice and dry, it's a great time to get this on, because the absorption is going to be very high as well. So we'll have to try and do that as many times as possible. That's why I didn't wash one tanker down. I knew I might have to do a little bit. I didn't realize how much was in that lagoon at the time. So I think we had a little bit of runoff in there from the recent rain that we had about a week ago, which has really kind of upped the volume. So that's something that we have to think about. Oh, we've got about 10% left, not even. And yeah, hopefully after this is kind of like the last major thing we have to do on the farm really, in terms of work-wise. Just to get ahead of everything. After that, it's a case of just figuring out what's going to go next onto the wagon, what's going away next, and when we're going to be able to take that. That looks like it's going to be it. We'll get to the end here by looks of things, I think, and then that'll do it. There we go. Alright then, so load number one down. I think that's about a what is that, 2200 gallon, maybe a bit more, I can't remember. But yeah, we're going to try and get a few more loads like that anyway, and then we should get ourselves through this pretty quickly, he says, and then onwards we go. So let's see what we can get done really. Let's see how many loads we can get knocked out of this. There is the yard, the slurry lagoon down at the bottom as well. The slurry field box that we had, that is empty. We finished that one out and we returned. We had that on like a long-term hire, so we got rid of that. So that's one less, I suppose, but there's still an awful lot more to look into. Around we go here. So yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. I know a lot of people have been asking in the comments as well, like how soon we're going to get moved across there, and what it's going to look like, and the yard setup and the machinery, etc. But it's going to be fairly similar to start with. There's a few. We're going to get more money, I think, from the sale of this place than we are going to spend on the purchase of the new yard. So there might be an opportunity there to upgrade a few bits of equipment. But don't forget, we do still need to find a purchase a combine, so we'll have to do that at some stage. I'm a bit close there, I feel. Let's see. This is a godsend. Having this hydraulic arm. We're too close, so let's get ourselves pulled over there a bit more. Absolute godsend having that. That really does speed things up a little bit. just gotta get myself in a position where I'm close enough to it. That should about do me better now. Well, that might just about do it there. Yes. Alright, now up it comes again there. So this does make for an awful lot faster approach. I don't have to even get out the cab these days. Well, that pipe's into the lagoon there and fishing everything out. So it's just all go, go, go here. And hopefully we'll be able to get this loaded nice and quickly as well. Look how quickly that fills up though. Alright then, and let's get ourselves away again. Easy does that bust that. Alright then, and we are good. Full speed ahead. Let's get another little slurry put down this field, see how long it takes us.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We don't ever need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Someday we will look back, and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember.
Alright, barely took us a few minutes there to get that load done and dusted, so we'll head on back up to the yard. We'll do it all over again. We're probably getting another based on how far we're going through that. I even overlapped that one a little bit just to try and consume a bit more where I can. We'll probably get another 3 loads onto there. Onto the drone footage at least, we've got a 3,500 gallon on the back here. So we're taking a fair whack out at the time, but it's just there's a lot to consume. So we're gonna just keep going. Try and get as much taken off here as we can, whilst it's dry, whilst it's warm, whilst it is fairly still as well. So we'll just keep flying around and see what we can get done. But we're going to leave it here for now, so thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. As always, I have been Frank. This has been a little update as to what's going on with the winding down of this farm here, and hopefully to be completed soon, transfer over to the new yard. But until we get things like all of this slurry shifted, we're not going anywhere. So we need to really get moving and get this all ready to roll. So with that in mind, we'll get cracking along, and we'll see you all in the next one. Till then though, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always. If you haven't done so already, do please hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who as always hosts everything that we have going on around here. And we will see you all in the next one. Till then though, stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll catch you all later.